There is something inside you that has never been fully satisfied by the life you have been living. Not because that life is bad, not because you were ungrateful, but because you were made for something specific, and you have been living around it instead of inside it. That restlessness you feel, that is not a character flaw, that is a compass. And today, we stop ignoring it. Today, we step toward it. Because you were not placed here to wonder what you were placed here for. You were placed here to do it. Say every word like someone who just decided that they are done living beside their purpose and ready to live inside it. I was made for more impact, more depth, more contribution. And stepping into that truth is not arrogance, it is obedience. My purpose is not a vague idea waiting to be discovered. It is a specific calling already written over my life. I step into my purpose today, not when I feel completely ready, not when the conditions are perfect, but now. The reason I have always felt like there was something more is because there is, and I am finally walking toward it. My purpose is bigger than my comfort zone, and I choose purpose over comfort every single time. I release the fear that stepping into my purpose will cost me more than I can afford. It will cost me far less than staying small. I am not searching for my purpose, I am stepping into it, one intentional act of alignment at a time. I was placed here at this specific time in this specific body with these specific gifts for a reason that has not expired. My purpose is not reserved for a future version of me. The current version is already equipped to begin. I stop waiting for someone to appoint me to the thing I was born to do, and I appoint myself. The world needs what I carry, not a version of it, not a diluted form of it, but the full expression of it. I step into my purpose with my whole self, my history, my wounds, my gifts, my quirks, all of it. None of it disqualifies me. My purpose is the through line of everything I have ever survived, learned, built, and become. I release the belief that purpose is for people with more talent, more resources, or a cleaner story than mine. Purpose is not something I find, it is something I inhabit when I stop running from the call and start running toward it. I was made for more than going through the motions. I was made to matter, to contribute, to leave something behind. I step into my purpose knowing that everything I have been through was not wasted, it was preparation. The thing that breaks my heart and the thing I cannot stop thinking about are both arrows pointing at my purpose. I stop asking if I'm enough for my purpose, and I start asking what my purpose needs from me. Then I give it. My purpose does not require perfection, it requires presence, consistency, and the willingness to keep showing up. I am made for more, and more is not just about size, it's about depth, about impact, about the lives my obedience touches. I step into purpose knowing I will grow into it as I go. I do not wait until I have grown before I begin. I release every voice that told me to be realistic, to be practical, to be small. Purpose is rarely any of those things. My purpose is not in competition with anyone else's. We are all needed, all placed, all essential to a larger plan. I step into my purpose today because the people who need what I carry cannot afford for me to keep hesitating. I am living below my purpose, and I choose today to close that gap permanently and without looking back. Every gift I have been given was given in service of a purpose larger than my own comfort or satisfaction. I step into purpose with joy, not as a burden I carry, but as the most alive thing I have ever chosen to do. I was made for more, and I will not leave this life having given the world anything less than everything I was sent to give. I step into my purpose, fully, now, and I do not stop. I manifest a clarity about my purpose so specific and so undeniable that hesitation no longer has a place to stand. I manifest the courage to take the first purposeful step, the one I have been thinking about and not yet taking. I manifest that everything I have survived, learned, and become converges in this season into something extraordinary. I manifest the people, the platform, the provision, and the positioning required to walk fully in my purpose. I manifest that living on purpose produces a joy so deep and so consistent that it becomes one of my most visible characteristics. I manifest that the assignment I was placed here to carry is received by exactly the people who need it most. I manifest divine doors, the ones that open specifically because I chose to step into purpose rather than away from it. I manifest that the gap between where I am and where my purpose is leading closes with breathtaking speed. I manifest that every skill, every experience, and every wound becomes fuel rather than baggage in the hands of purpose. I manifest a community of people who are walking in purpose alongside me, sharpening, encouraging, and carrying each other. I manifest that my purpose-driven work outlasts me, touching lives I will never personally meet. I manifest the financial provision to pursue my purpose without having to choose between calling and survival. I manifest that stepping into purpose produces a version of me I have not yet met, and that version is magnificent. I manifest that the hesitation I have been living in ends today and forward motion becomes my permanent posture. I manifest that what I build on purpose is sturdier, more beautiful, and more lasting than anything I built for comfort. I manifest that my purpose becomes the lens through which I see every opportunity, every relationship, and every decision. I manifest that the people I was specifically placed to reach find me as I step more fully into who I was made to be. I manifest that purpose and provision are not in tension, they grow together as I step further into the call. I manifest that my story, all of it, including the hard parts, becomes the most powerful tool my purpose has. I manifest a life so clearly lived on purpose that the people watching are inspired to find and live theirs. I manifest that I stop living beside my purpose and I step fully inside it, inhabiting it completely. I manifest that the more I give to my purpose, the more my purpose gives back, exponentially and perpetually. I manifest that this season is the one where purpose stops being a conversation I have and starts being a life I live. I manifest that what I was made for and what I spend my days doing become one and the same. I manifest the boldness to pursue my purpose publicly, to stop keeping it private out of fear, and to let it be seen. I manifest extraordinary impact, not because I was the most talented, but because I was the most obedient to the call. I manifest that stepping into purpose today creates a ripple I will feel for the rest of my life. I manifest that my purpose is fully funded, fully supported, fully received, and fully expressed, nothing held back. I manifest that the world gets all of what I was sent to bring, not a rehearsal, not a partial offering, but everything. I manifest a life of purpose so full and so lived that at the end, I leave nothing on the table. The world has enough people who are living cautiously, playing it safe, and keeping their gifts in a box marked "not yet ready." What it does not have enough of is people who decided that the people they were made to serve could not wait any longer. You just became one of those people. You stepped in, you declared it. Now go and do it. The world was waiting for you to begin. Subscribe and step into your purpose a little more every single morning. Like this video and point someone else toward the purpose they have been walking around. Comment, "I was made for more. I step into my purpose. I do not stop." Make it official. Share with someone who has been sitting on their gift. Remind them the world is waiting. This is your purpose session. You were made for more. You always were. Now go and give the world what it has been waiting for.